Hey everybody, welcome back to Comic Crow. And if you ever want to lose faith in humanity just a little bit more, then I suggest you just do a search on Twitter of Rittenhouse. Well, you will see like the most insane garbage possible. And you'll just see like the outright hatred for this kid and the constant calls to have him locked in a prison cell, regardless of whether or not he was found not guilty. Now, regardless of what you felt about the trial, because if you were on the left, you think the judge is corrupt and the laws are not just. And if you're on the right, you saw everything that happened with the prosecutors in that case, and you feel that it was 100% done based on partisan political lines. Now, the reason that we're talking about Kyle Rittenhouse is because I saw that he had this event, okay? It was the Rally Against Censorship. It was supposed to take place at the Southern Star Brewery. And, when people started flooding them and demanding that they cancel it, they did exactly that. They said it didn't reflect their inclusive policies, and they got the event shut down. In fact, this is one of the people that was responsible for doing that. And I'll show you that the behavior is just continuing. It doesn't matter where Kyle tries to go. This individual is going to track it down, provide phone numbers for people, and start insisting that you call. And I'm going to show you some of that effect, too. Bombshell, Southern Star Brewery canceled the upcoming event with Kyle Rittenhouse because he doesn't reflect our values. This is great. I mean, again, it's not about values. It seems like it was all a pressure campaign from these Twitter weirdos. But yeah, speaking of it, which you can clearly see he's got a new venue to do this meet and greet or whatever. Now, I'll be honest with you. I have no interest in meeting Kyle Rittenhouse because it's a kid, okay? It's a kid who got put into a bad situation, but beyond that, it's a kid. I don't think that there's anything Kyle could actually say to people. I mean, hearing his perspective on the legal persecution would be interesting, but I mean, I think he's talked about that pretty openly. But I understand why other people are interested in actually meeting him and talking to him about that experience. Not just that though, but also the experience of after the fact of constantly going around with his target on his back. For instance, they've gotten this kid kicked out of schools that he's been accepted to, and obviously the protesting I understand, but he's not guilty. He needs the ability to actually provide for himself. Like, I don't understand what the goal is with trying to ensure that he cannot have a proper education and cannot actually provide for himself. And then after they make every avenue to strip him of the ability to get higher education, to interfere with his ability to actually get a job, then they get mad and pissy when he starts going around to the conservative talk rings, right? And they say that he's grifting and making money off of that. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, how else is he supposed to make money? Because you clearly don't want him to go to college. You clearly don't want him to have a job, right? Like, do you want him to just be on the street robbing people? I mean, like, I'm genuinely wondering what's the end game with Kyle Rittenhouse? Like, I think that these people legitimately just want him to eat a bullet, right? I think that these people really wish that when the pedophile Joseph Rosenbaum said he was going to fucking kill him, I think that they wish that man succeeded. That's it. Okay? It's outright, it's overt hatred. Again, just look up the Rittenhouse name on Twitter and you will see post after post after post that are just like malicious and hateful. So back to this individual though, Rich from Cali. He's posting the phone number, telling people where they like even here, right? And I voted in the poll because it's fun, and also I really wanted to see the results. But you can see it, right? He's telling people to call them. Another individual who seems to kind of be inspired by the other guy. is saying, why would the Venetian Vegas want to host a murderer with a casino full of people right there? and over here, I guess Venetian Vegas likes to truly gamble with human lives. I don't know what to say there, right? I guess they're going to keep spamming the casino and saying, hey, why are you letting a murderer there? People are going to die if you let a murderer there. I mean, it's pretty fucking twisted. But also, in terms of like the public pressure campaign, this is just enjoy the sweet life. Would you want to share this moment with, or who would you want to share this moment with? You have some people talking about it, and then as you scroll further down, there we go. Are you really allowing this? It won't be a good look to have hundreds of protesters, will it? So this is what I mean, okay? When they say, oh, nobody wants to have them around, no, nobody wants these people to start showing up and harassing them. Like that's it. No, nobody wants to deal with that. And unfortunately, that causes most businesses to immediately cave to that public pressure campaign. But at the same exact time, once the company does, they then start talking about how nobody wants to have Rittenhouse around. Like, in reality, I think that if nobody wants the kid around, then let him do his stupid event. Like, again, I'm not interested in going. Like, I'm pretty freaking right-leaning and everything. I have no interest in going to this shit, okay? But other people want to. Let them go. If he's got stupid shit to say, people are just gonna tune out. Like, I'm sorry, but you telling everybody all the evil things that you are going to do, okay, and trying to push and pressure them into obeying your stupidity. Like, look. Hey, Venetian Vegas, unless you want to lose a whole lot of future customers, do you think any of these individuals are actually going to the Venetian? I'm being real. Not Kyle Rittenhouse, that's for sure. Shame on you, Venetian. Don't let this happen. What is this? Hey, Venetian, you got to ask yourself, what kind of people are going to show up for your Meet the Murderer event? Again, here we go. This guy actually altered the image. Okay, because this is healthy. But this is what I mean, right? I don't think that there is any moving forward with people like this guy, because it's overt hatred. All right, they do not give a shit about what happened there. In their eyes, Kyle showed up looking to murder people and mow them down, and he got exactly what he wanted, and now he's being celebrated as a hero by all these evil racist bigots. Like, how do you talk to somebody who sees you that way? How do you have a conversation with someone who sees you that way? Do you honestly think this individual is actually interested in trying to come to terms with anybody? No, dude. He's stalking this kid, right? This is a father with compassion, right? A father with compassion, a homeless advocate. Advocating for people to go follow this kid around and demand that nobody is allowed to speak to him, while at the same time other people are going to any college he tries to go to and demanding that they pull him. So I mean, dude, where is, like, literally there is zero compassion here whatsoever. This is a father, which, I mean, fucking Christ, I feel so sorry for those kids. And you have a homeless advocate. Like, what is the goal? Do you want Kyle to be homeless? Will that humble him enough for you? Or do you want to just take his gun, right, put it in his mouth, and do you a favor? Like, I'm genuinely curious, what is the actual end game here? Just stalk the kid around, harass anybody willing to host him? I mean, because let's be real, they're gonna keep doing it. They're never gonna stop. They don't give a shit, and they enjoy harassing this kid.